Hey guys, hope you're doing well. So today I'll be going through my top 5 picks for the best premium mid-range phones that you can buy for some 40,000 rupees in India or some 70,000 rupees in Nepal right now. What's great about this price category is that there's something for everyone without having to go all in on a flagship. Whether you're a shutterbug who yearns for the perfect selfie or a gamer who grinds for that chicken dinner, there are plenty of options available here. Starting with the OPPO Reno 7 Pro. If you're familiar with the Reno series, then you'll know that these phones focus more on design and cameras above everything else, and the Reno 7 Pro is no exception. This time around, OPPO has taken design cues from the latest iPhones to deliver a boxy look with flat frames, and I kinda like it. OPPO has also wrapped it with a beautiful looking LED notifications light around the camera module at the back. So yeah, the Reno 7 Pro will definitely turn some heads. Even its cameras are something of a statement. While most brands favor punchier, vibrant color processing, OPPO has gone with a lot more subtle color science. This extends to the selfie camera too, so if you're someone who likes editing their photos before posting them on social media, the Reno 7 Pro offers better flexibility. Despite all this, the phone's ultra-wide-angle camera is not that impressive, and I've had a hard time recommending it to vloggers too. It's perfectly fine for casual users, but vloggers will find its stabilization and background noise suppression abilities rather mediocre, especially at 4K resolution. As for the performance, it's certainly not the most powerful phone for the price, but with the custom Dimensity 1200 Max chipset, it is more than reliable enough for many, even in terms of gaming. Kicking things up a notch is the Vivo V23 Pro. Like the Reno 7 Pro, this is also a camera and design-centric device, but when I compared the cameras of these two phones, the Vivo V23 Pro came out victorious in almost all aspects. You can check out the full comparison here, by the way. And for those group selfie moments where the regular front-facing camera can't keep all your friends in the frame, Vivo has got you covered with a dedicated ultra-wide selfie camera. On the other hand, it has quite an eye-catching design, especially the sunrise gold variant that I have with me. Depending on the ambient light, its back panel transforms from golden to greenish blue. Plus, Vivo has implemented subtle curves on the side for an easier grip and hence delivers an incredible hands-on feel. Apart from this, the V23 Pro shares a lot of things in common with the Reno 7 Pro. Both of them have an AMOLED display with a 90Hz refresh rate, and they're powered by a similar chipset. But unlike the OPPO Reno 7 Pro that's still on Android 11, the Vivo V23 Pro runs on the latest Android 12 out of the box, even though Vivo has not said anything about guaranteed updates. Alright, if you want something that is a lot more powerful and will age better because of promised software updates in the future, then you might want to check out the Xiaomi 11T Pro instead. This phone is powered by last year's flagship chip, the Snapdragon 888, while the company says that it will get 3 years of OS and 4 years of security updates. So far so good, right? But on our gaming test, we found that Xiaomi has underclocked the Snapdragon 888 to maintain somewhat stable temperatures. Having used a bunch of Snapdragon 888 powered phones before this one, I can confidently say that the 11T Pro throttles the worst under heavy load. But hey, if you mostly play FPS games like PUBG, Call of Duty, or some relatively less taxing ones, this is not going to be a problem. And for those with content consumption in mind, its display is one of the best in this price range. Xiaomi has thrown in everything from 10-bit color depth to Dolby Vision HDR support here, even Gorilla Glass Victus protection. Add the dual stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos into the mix, then binging your favorite shows on this phone is going to be quite an enjoyable experience. But as always, the one area where Xiaomi's non-flagship phones have always struggled is the cameras. You can take some pretty good landscape photos from the 11T Pro, but when it comes to human subjects, the phone messes up the subject's skin tone pretty horribly. Moving on, the IQOO 9 is yet another terrific smartphone under 40,000 Indian rupees right now. IQOO has basically tried to offer best of both worlds here, since the phone brings a powerful processor alongside a compelling set of camera hardware. In fact, this is the only entry in our list to feature Snapdragon 888 Plus chip and a telephoto lens. Having said that, if you can take it easy with the cameras, then the wallet-friendly iQOO 9 SE could be another better deal for you. But the more expensive iQOO 9 does have a few gaming tricks up its sleeves. It incorporates something called an in-display monster touch, where you can assign buttons on the left and right side of the screen for easier control. And its dual X-axis linear motor is one of those things that you've got to personally experience before you can appreciate it. As of now, it's supported only in a handful of games like BGMI and PUBG Mobile, but the way it responds to enemy attacks through haptic feedback on either side of the phone is a literal game changer. Okay, so what about the cameras then, you might be asking? Well, the iQOO 9 does take pretty good photos with nice colors and contrast, but on the videography front, the phone crops in a lot to deliver stable results despite its confident gimbal OIS camera system. Besides this, the iQOO 9 has a solid design, display and battery life as well, and like the Xiaomi 11T Pro, it also supports a whopping 120-watt fast charging. This brings me to the top pick for the best phone in this price segment, and it has to be the OnePlus 9 RT. From its gaming performance to cameras, design to display, almost everything is reliable about this phone. It is powered by Snapdragon 888 chip, so you can expect pretty much flagship-grade performance here. More importantly, OnePlus has massively improved the thermal solution. Compared to last year's OnePlus 9 Pro, the company says it has used a 59% larger vapor chamber here, and that really shows its worth. We ran a bunch of benchmark and gaming tests on the OnePlus 9 RT, and compared to the Xiaomi 11T Pro, it performed remarkably better, both in terms of gameplay stability and thermal efficiency. Oxygen OS, despite losing its foothold to some level, is still a delight to use, since the whole Color OS merger thing has not bothered the end user experience for me. Moreover, OnePlus has officially scrapped plans of the merger between Oxygen OS and Color OS, while they will still share the same code base. So maybe Oxygen OS is getting back to its original roots after all. Anyway, the OnePlus 9 RT feels incredible to hold, and its AMOLED display is an absolute visual treat. I find its battery life to be pretty good too. The only big thing that OnePlus could have done better here is the cameras. Not that it takes downright terrible photos or anything, but I certainly feel that it could optimize the cameras better, especially in terms of saturation, contrast levels, and maintaining sharpness on human subjects. So there you have it, guys, my top 5 picks for the best premium mid-range phones. Aside from these 5, I would also like to give honorable mention to 2 more smartphones. First is the iPhone 11. Let's face it, no matter how feature-packed or spec'd out an Android phone may be, some people would simply prefer to get an iPhone because of how reliable Apple's ecosystem is. For them, 2019's iPhone 11 currently retails under 50,000 rupees in India, but it gets a decent price drop from time to time. You can find the 3rd gen iPhone SE at a similar price point, but I don't feel confident recommending it because of the archaic design mostly. And the A13 Bionic chip on the iPhone 11 is still plenty fast for 2022. Next honorable mention that I want to give is to the Asus 8Z, which is one of the few rare choices available in the Android world if you truly want a powerful yet compact Android phone. So guys, that is all for this video. I will be coming up with more buy guides videos like this one, so make sure to stay subscribed to our channel and hit that bell icon. Till then, I'm Pratima and thank you so much for watching.